Yo, what is good YouTube? I am Richie Kim, and today I'm going to be bringing you all the performance review on Trae Young's first signature sneaker with Adidas, the Trae Young 1. Before we get started, if you all enjoy sneaker content just like this, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button down below, and also hit that bell notification button so you never miss another video just like this. But anyways, let's get right into it. As always, starting off with the traction, the Trae Young 1 features a herringbone traction pattern up in the forefoot with some lines in the middle, and then a radial traction pattern in the heel. And in terms of traction patterns, these are supposed to be the best performing traction patterns. However, at least in this colorway, the traction is just not good. If you're playing on a clean court, I'm sure you won't have any problems like, NBA clean courts. But if you're playing at your gyms, whatever, those typical courts that, we have access to, you're not gonna have a good time, at least with this colorway, because you are going to be sliding to a stop, and sometimes you're gonna slip out as well, and it's just not good. And like I said, that was across all court conditions that at least I played on. I'm hoping, the next colorway, the Ice Trae colorway, which actually comes out tomorrow, it has a translucent rubber outsole, so I'm hoping those perform better, because with Adidas, they actually have a better track record with their translucent rubber options versus their solid rubber, which this has. So I'm really hoping that the translucent rubber option performs way better than this, but as it stands right now, this solid rubber outsole just does not do well. You are going to be sliding everywhere, and it's just really a big letdown. So moving on to the cushion on here is a full length light strike midsole with boost in the heel, and let me tell you, the cushion on here is actually really nice. This is the light strike that we all want to have, not that super firm setup of light strike, but this is a very good feeling light strike. You have good impact protection. You actually get a little bit of like bounce back as well in the forefoot, and then in the heel, you do have the combination of light strike and boost, and it is very soft. It feels very nice. You get a lot of impact protection out of the shoe. Honestly, this is a great cushion setup. If you want a lot of impact protection, you're going to get an adequate amount of impact protection out of the shoe, but you also feel, very responsive and stuff as well. So I really enjoyed the cushion setup in this shoe. I hope moving forward, if Adidas does want to implement, light strike and boost into a shoe, kind of how they mess it up with the Harden Volume 5 and the Feature Natural Next Level 2. Those just were not very good implementations, but the light strike and boost in here is extremely nice. So moving on to the materials, you do have like this mesh upper, and that's basically the base for the entire shoe. I would say it's fairly thick. It provides a lot of structure. It's not a very cheap feeling mesh. It has a lot of rigidity to it, so your foot is going to be nice and contained. And we'll get a little bit toasty in here just because there really is no ventilation, but honestly, that's not a big problem for me because the material quality is actually pretty nice. And then on top of that, they actually have like some hits of suede. I'm not sure if it's synthetic suede or real suede, but it is just nice to have those premium touches on here. Like over here, you have some suede hits. Around where the lace loops go, you have some suede hits, and this whole entire patch on the tongue as well is also suede. And then also right here for like the toe guard, this is suede as well. So yeah, the material usage on here is really nice, and you also have the suede patch right here, and you also have that like icy logo on the back, which is really cool. But yeah, the material usage on here is good. I really have no complaints about the materials on this shoe, other than maybe, it will get a little bit toasty, especially if you have feet that, sweat a lot. All right, so moving on to the fit, Adidas always has problems when it comes to the sizing, and I would definitely say that this, at least for me, is a shoe that I would go true to size in. I have a slightly wide foot, and I felt perfectly fine going true to size. It is a little bit roomy up in the toe box area, but not enough for me to make me want to go down the half size. Also on top of that, this is a one booty upper with like absolutely zero stretch. So if you have wide feet, you're going to have a pain in the ass of a time getting your foot into the shoe. But once you do get your foot into the shoe, it's going to be locked in and you're going to be good to go. So yeah, just keep that in mind if you do have, wide feet or really wide feet. Like I said, I am a slightly wide footer. I went true to size and I felt fine, but it's still definitely a pain to get your foot into the shoe. I would say maybe if you have narrow feet, you could probably get away with going down a half size, and then you won't have that extra bit of toe length up here, but that's your call. I would still suggest going true to size. Really wide footers, you may want to even go up a half size or just stay away from the shoe altogether, because if you don't get the right fit in the shoe, because this is a one booty upper, you're going to have a sloppy fit, sloppy support, and it's just not going to be a good time for you. So moving on to the support, I actually had no issues with the support in this shoe. Starting off with the heel, you do have an internal heel counter with some minor heel sculpting, but I actually never had any heel slippage in the shoe, which is really nice. And then, in terms of the side-to-side movement on the footbed, you're pretty much covered there as well. The light strike midsole does actually wrap up onto the upper of the shoe, so it acts as a container for your foot, so your foot's not sliding off that footbed. And then in terms of, the lateral movements, this has a very wide base, and you can see that this midsole actually protrudes out and forms an outrigger as well, so you are covered there. And then in terms of the torsional rigidity and stability, I'm not exactly sure if there's actually a torsion plate in here, but it is fairly stiff. As you can see, like I can barely twist and turn this, so I think you're covered there as well. So yeah, overall the support in the Trae Young 1 was good. Pretty much has everything that you want and nothing that you don't. So the Trae Young 1 retails for $140, and I'm not sure if other colorways, depending on materials, will vary in price, but this particular colorway, $140. I have to say, everything besides the traction was awesome. Like, I really liked the materials that they used. The fit was good, the support was good, and then the cushion was really nice. But the traction, I don't know why. The traction on here is just not good at all. So yeah, I'm really hoping the Ice Tray colorway that comes out tomorrow, the all blue one with the translucent rubber outsole, performs better. I may pick up a pair if I have a lot of you commenting down below. If you want me to do like an updated review on that particular pair, let me know, and I'll grab a pair and do so. But yeah, as it stands right now, the traction with the solid rubber outsole is just not good, and it just didn't get better over time either. So that kind of sucks, because everything else about the shoe is really, really nice, and I think this is a sick looking pair of shoes. Even though pretty much every recent Adidas model all look really, really similar, there's just something about this one that looks cool in particular. I'm not sure what it is, but I think they did a great job with the design, and as long as the traction is better on other colorways, this is definitely a solid pickup. But as it stands right now, with this particular colorway and this solid rubber outsole, it's just not the move, because without that solid foundation, you're not going to have a good time on court. That's pretty much it for this performance review. If you all like this video, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button down below, and hit the bell notification button so you never miss another video just like this. Also, please hit that thumbs up button for me. It really does help me out, helps with the algorithm, and yeah, I really appreciate it. Also, check out this video on my left and on my right, and that's pretty much it. Until next time, peace.